whenever I chose to do something long term, um, it was always because I had to find it. It's like it's almost going back to what we said before. It's like I didn't the things that I chose to do weren't things that I was just like, this would be cool to do because it makes sense. It makes sense for me to do this thing. Like, it lines up with what if I wanted to make money or if I was creative in the past or whatever the hell it was. Um, uh, if it makes sense to do it, it doesn't mean you should do it. And it's kind of a weird thing because, like, if it makes sense to do it, like, shouldn't you just do it? But like, what I found is that it doesn't matter what makes sense. It's what you find that you actually want to spend time doing. Because like you'll go through parts of your life that don't make any sense, like what you want to like. When I say make sense, it's me looking back to my past and being like, if this plus this equals this, that means I should do this. But like the past is no predictor of how you should spend your time in the future. The only thing that like you can spend your time doing now, or the only thing you should spend or want to spend your time on now is the thing that you're driven to do.
Mm.
And I think you have to find that thing. And it can be really tough to find it. But when you do, you just won't want to spend time doing anything else, pretty much. It's like everything else will sort of come second. It becomes, at least that's what I found. It's like, everything else just becomes secondary. And like as an example, like for me, I think over the last like maybe 2 years, like I've just been like kind of like looking for something new to do. And so it does take a long time sometimes. And like, it doesn't mean as well, like this is a kind of like an evolution of thought that I've had as well, is that I don't expect me to do anything. It's kind of like a weird thought to have, like, and I know it's not very a common thought to have, but I don't expect myself to do anything, because if I have an expectation, it means that I'm actually I'm forcing the path. Like I'm forcing, because I'm expecting me to do this, then it means I have to do this thing, because otherwise, all the external pressures, like it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything with my time, like I'm wasting my time, blah, 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 which from my perspective now is that there's no such thing. Yeah. And it's very, I don't know. My perspective now is very different to what you'll find from like entrepreneurs or people that talk about entrepreneurship.
How so?
Well, I feel like they do just talk about like grinding and doing, like never giving up, doing the thing that you want to do in life, like really finding it, like pushing, like a lot of like aggressive words. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of aggression. Like you could feel the aggression and what they're saying. Like it's a fight. It's like a battle. And I think that like there are times for that, like the battle, but it's not when you're looking for something. Like it's like the seeker is curious. Like a seeker is curious. A seeker is patient. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know. I kind of have like a lot of faith and trust the universe in this kind of thing. Yeah.